Okay, thank you for joining us tonight. If we're here, or if you're here, we're here. We're assuming that you're interested in Pactful and or the Jacobs Teen Innovation Challenge and are probably an educator or working with teenagers in some capacity. So we're really happy to have you with us tonight. Both Bianca and I, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Tezeru. Did I say it correctly? A brand new employee are with the Jacobs Institute for Innovation and Education at the University of San Diego. And we have the best jobs in the world because we solely get to focus on partnering with schools and doing innovation projects and research and development around those projects. And this work has come out of the research and development that we've done with teachers all around the world, actually in 32 countries now have participated in this event. So I'll introduce myself and then everybody on the Pactful team that's here can introduce themselves as well. I'm Lisa Dolly. I'm the Senior Innovation Fellow. I semi-retired this summer. I used to be the Executive Director of the Jacobs Institute and really happy to kind of have passed the reins on to Bianca Alvarado, who's extremely competent and amazing and wonderful and has an amazing background in social justice. And so Bianca, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here. I might have met some of you during the Jacobs Teen Innovation Challenge 2022, but I'm here to support the program and look forward to connecting with everybody else who's joining new.
And Tezeru, did you want to introduce yourself as well? Sorry about that. I keep hitting slides and I'm not meaning to.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tezeru Tishome. I am a new team member of the Jacob Institute, as Lisa said, and I'll be seeing a lot more of you throughout the next couple of months. So I look forward to getting to know you and working together.
Yeah, do you want to say anything about your background? Because I think it's so interesting and such a great asset for this program.
Yeah, thank you. I have a PhD in drama and theory, where I specialize in critical race theory and youth civic engagement. I am a juvenile justice commissioner, so I work really closely with the juvenile probation department here in San Diego, doing research both on a systemic and participatory engagement level with youth. And I used to teach at USD as a postdoc in the theater department, where I did a lot of cool things with Dr. Myers, who is now the new executive director of the Jacob Institute. And I did a little bit of teaching with Pactful, and I started a consulting research civic engagement business that is very, very similar to Pactful. So I'm super excited to join the team, learn so much from these great women and from you all, and continue to expand my network and grow professionally and personally through this great work.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Bianca, I'm going to remind you to record. I just remembered
Yes,
that.
I'm recording. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And yeah, it's great to have you here. Do you want to come on camera and introduce yourself?
Surely. I'll just move in location. So, hey, hi, everybody.
Awesome.
I'm Joe. Is it coming on? There I are. Hello.
There you are.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and Joe, do you want to say a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so previously I was a principal at a few different schools in San Diego Unified and Poway Unified. And now I work with Thrively, which is a ed tech startup for strengths-based, and then also support the Design Forward Alliance, which is part of the World Design Capital for 2024, San Diego, Tijuana. So exciting.
We're very excited and happy that we're able to support that work. So if you've come in since we've started, please feel free to introduce yourself and chat and get on camera or stay off camera, whatever works for you. This work really came out of a core belief that teens and their teachers can build a better world working together. And we believe that at our very heart and soul. We've seen it over and over and over again. And yet there's a problem that exists that not all teens and teachers have access to innovation culture, innovation tools. And so that's really the focus of this work, is how can we create access and equality for that. So a little bit more just about the problem of access. This is where children grow up and patent rates in those locations. And so if you look on this map, there are 5 cities around the country where 90% of the patents are applied for. And if you live in these cities, like especially San Jose, San Francisco, where it's, Silicon Valley, innovation culture, the whole environment is living and breathing, everybody talking about innovation, piloting new projects, trying new things. Detroit's all about the automobile industry. And when you don't grow up in an area like that, you really don't have access to the culture, the language, the tools, the people, the network, the resources to allow you to think innovatively and creating solutions, just not only for for yourself, for the local community, and even for the world. And so just this idea of geographically, where did you grow up and where are you teaching right now? And do you have access to innovation culture in your area? There's also an issue by gender. This information comes out from Bell and Chetty, who are economists at Stanford. It's about who becomes an innovator. And so we've got 18% of females, and the number is increasing, but it's increasing so slowly that it would take 118 years to get to full parity right now with the population. And so it's just again, creating access to those who don't have access, whether it's based on your geographic location, your gender, or even possibly your race. These are patent rates. And so patents aren't the only measure of innovation by far, but they're an important measure. And so you can see that if you're Black or Hispanic or Latino, that, again, just not having that ability to have access. And if you're leaving messages, I can't see them, and feel free to comment. And Bianca, maybe you could let me know, just jump in if there's any comments or questions. This one's interesting. This is patent rates by parent income. So the blue dots are parent income. As parents' income goes up, so you can see the dots going up, the top 1% of the wealthy are 10 times more likely to innovate. And so again, we've got an issue just by, if you're a kid living in poverty, you're less likely to engage in that type of thinking and that type of work. And it's important. It has implications for the global economy. America lost its place. Didn't even make the top 10 this year in the top 10 countries of who's innovating. It has impact on economy. It has impact on self-worth. It has impact on community. It has a lot of different ways that we can think about it. And so for all these reasons, it's estimated that there are millions of kids who could be Einsteins, and they refer to them as the lost Einsteins, just due to this access to innovation culture. And so we came up with Pactful and now the Jacobs Teen Innovation Challenge, which Bianca's going to talk about a little bit more. So Bianca, I'll turn that over to you and just let me know when you want a slide changed.
Yeah, so some of you might have heard of or already experienced that Pactful is a web-based app application that you can access through any website. And we can go to the next one. And we can play this video for them. So what is Pactful?
Anyone can be a social innovator. Social innovation is all about people around the world working together to solve local and global problems. In 2015, the United Nations agreed to make the world a better place by establishing 17 global goals. These goals offer a framework to address large social challenges such as poverty, hunger, and climate change. Here, you'll develop an innovator's mindset to tackle any challenge and create solutions aligned to a global goal. These solutions could be something as small as how to handle food waste at home, or as large as how to provide clean drinking water to anyone in your city. To make the world a better place, it takes people like you working in teams. Using the design thinking process, you'll identify issues, brainstorm ideas.
Oh, we lost audio there.
Understand, ideate, and prototype to create a solution for a local or global issue. When complete, you'll also develop a pitch to share your work with a larger audience. Have you ever realized that everything in the world is designed, but not all designs are good? With an innovator's mindset and design thinking, you will redesign the world and make it a better place. Get ready to become a bold and powerful innovator.
So through Pactful, we train educators to help lead their students locally to design social or global solutions, right? Global and social solutions. And they're aligned with the United Nations goal. And what do we use? We use that design thinking process to do that. And we'll explain more details in the next slides. So again, all the goals, actually, when a group of students starts a project on the platform, they have to select a goal to start. So as you can see, all of the projects are aligned with the global goals, and students must select one to design their projects. And we help educators to understand how to use the platform online. So we can go to the next slide. So this is a little bit of what you would see on the back end once you sign up to use that platform. And just to mention and make clear that everything is free to use. All the resources are free to use on the platform. So once you sign up, you'll be able to walk students, your group of students, through the different design thinking phases. So we always start with the understand phase, then we go through the ideate phase, prototype, and finally pitch. But through this different phases, we have webinars to help you understand each phase, to understand the activities, and to understand how to help your students complete or create a social project pitch at the end.
Sorry.
So this is, it's okay. These are some of the activities that you'll be able to see once you sign up. So each phase has many activities that you're able to select which ones you're going to be assigning to your students. And then we say educators, but when we say educators, we mean anyone who wants to lead a group of students, or those can be teachers, or it can be nonprofit. Yeah, go ahead, Lisa.
Yeah, we've had homeschooling parents and people running small groups of kids, after school programs.
Yeah. And so once you jump into the platform and sign up, you'll see that each phase has activities. And they're divided into 3 sections. So explore, it has all the content, they have the activities, and document is where students submit the work to you. And we can go to the next slide. And we'll share the slides with you through the email, but you'll be able to access the teacher's guide and the innovator's guide for the students to access resources. Next slide. So what are the eligibility and requirements? So that focus of the program is for middle and high school students. And again, we said that anyone who wants to lead a group of students can sign up and lead those students. The students can participate as long as they're 13 years and up, or if they're under, they must be paired with someone who's 13 years of age. We're using Google accounts to sign up for the platform. And our applications are due on January 9th, and we'll talk more about that during that timeline. So what we're presenting today is the Jacobs Teen Innovation Challenge 2023. So we're going to be using the platform, the curriculum, to be able to participate in the challenge. So right now we're doing the first information session, then we have another one on December 8th, and we start on January 10th. And some of you have already participated in last year's challenge, but as you can see, we have webinars monthly to help educators understand, again, the pitch and the phases and prepare them to submit their final pitch recording, where students submit their final pitches, and we have awards on May 19 that students can win prizes. here are some of the winners from last year. So as you can see, the projects range from different topics, from different social issues. So second place, they designed a pepper spray with different functions of the pepper spray. They also designed in Japan, a group of students, a mask made of a pineapple, discarded pineapple pieces. So again, they vary by subject, by interest of students. And I think that's what makes Pactful so great and unique with students.
I just wanted to mention while we're talking about the Innovation Challenge winners and just all the students who participate, they often will participate in multiple competitions. So there are other innovation events that go on annually, and we're fine with that. Typically, some of these students actually go on to get funding for their projects. Like the kids who came in second place in our first year, this is now our fourth year, they actually went on to get funding from Google to build an app to control bus emissions, for example. So this is real work that has a real purpose. We don't care if they're creating solutions that apply to the classroom, to the school, to the community. The context of the solution and the scale of it doesn't matter to us. It's about what's meaningful for your kids and the curriculum that you're covering in the classroom.
So to answer some of the questions that are showing up in the chat, and we can answer more at the end, but yes, we'll email the slides to everyone after tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Once we have, we'll also send that recording to everyone. And Kim was asking about the time frames. So the whole Pactful curriculum is set up in a way that is flexible. So if your classes aren't starting until February, that's fine. Really, if we can go to the, I don't know if the next slide is the timeline, Lisa, so we can show them.
The last one.
Maybe the next, or the previous one.
I'm not able to
go back. Okay, that's fine.
Go back. Oh, yep.
There we go. So as you can see, the most important deadline here is when the pitches are due, April 29th. Okay, that's when all the pitches are due. For all the webinars, we always send a recording. Always send a recording after we do the session. So if an educator doesn't start until February, or they won't start with the group sometime in late January, it's okay because they can access that recording and information at any time. The only big deadline here is April 29, when all the final pitches are due.
Right. I agree with that. The rest of it is just support for the educator and the students if the teacher wants to share the videos in class, for example.
Yeah. And we can go to the next slide. That's last slide, so I can show them where to sign up.
Okay.
So if you want to sign up and be part of this next challenge, you can go and see. Sorry, give me a moment.
Technical issues.
It's okay. Yeah, so if you want to sign up, go to pactful.org/GTIC23, and you can read all the details of the challenge, the eligibility, the timeline, and sign up there. I did wanted to share my screen, Lisa, very quickly to show them exactly where to sign up. So you would go. So once you visit the website, you'll see here, there's a sign in section up here. So you'll go to create a teacher account.
Well, that's to create an account in the platform. But if you want to register for the challenge, they click the purple button, right?
Right, right, you're right. Yes, so here's the section where you click and you apply to complete the application and be part of the challenge.
Right, but you don't have to wait to create an account. If you just want to go in and look at the curriculum, use the curriculum, it's all open source. Any of it can be printed off, used in your classroom at any time. We're generously funded through Dr. Irwin and Mrs. Joan Jacobs, and we're a nonprofit. So we're happy to share all materials and use it in any way that helps you in the classroom.
Yeah. So we'll take questions right now. Any other, I know some of you are here to hopefully help us spread the word to other educators. Any questions, feel free to unmute, to come onto camera. I'll post them in the chat.
Yeah, are there any teachers here who've been in the program before? I know Kim was here and he had to go.
I saw a few earlier, but maybe.
Yes, okay, sorry. Patricia, you had a question?
Yes. We're planning to do as an extended program, after school program with the parents as well as some educators.
Oh, nice.
My question would be, how easy do you think it's going to be for parents with diverse educational level and a diverse language? We're in a very multicultural area with more than 10 languages, going from Urdu, Hindu, Arabic, English, of course, a little bit of Spanish. So we really want to join to unite the community around this important project, because it would be the input of everyone. And then, I'm sorry. And then, so that's my question, is how difficult or easy would be for us to guide our parents in this process as well?
It's a great question. I guess it would depend on the literacy of your parents and your ability to translate if needed. So we were just having this conversation today about getting our materials translated into Spanish, but obviously it doesn't meet the needs of 10 languages. So when we develop the curriculum, the readability level is high school level. A ninth grader has to be able to read